Hello there everyone, welcome back to my channel, and also welcome back to the Anime Podcast Show as History of Anime Series. So, if you guys don't remember that starting from last year, that, I'm gonna start to doing annually, but, yeah. So, by the end of the year, I talked about historical, animes from the decades in Japan and other histories that I talked about like I just said, started last year. It would be about how did anime become popular in their own country. So last year, I talked about the United States, Australia, and then the previous one I did was Japan. So I talked about from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and then last year I did the 2000s. So now for this year's videos, I'm going to talk about the 2010s, and for today's video, I'm going to be talking about the UK. So, I want to talk about how did anime blew up in the United Kingdom, so let's dive it into the history. It starts off with, I believe it started with a series that began airing in the UK called Marine Boy, and it was an adapted version of two Japanese series, combined them together into create a unique English series. That's pretty weird though. Anyway, it aired on BBC in 1969. Of course, this was the beginning for the UK audience as Japanimation and the introduction of anime. And of course that the younger viewers didn't know that Japanese shows been dubbed in English, same thing for US and Australian fans until we knew about it in the late 90s. The beginning of anime in the early 90s for the UK audience would be introduced. It was founded in January 1991 as Manga Entertainment. However, it hasn't started to distribute anime until 93, expanded to the US market with the purchase of LA Hero, forming Manga US. Meanwhile, Manga UK entered the Australian market in late 1993 and began releasing titles in January 1994 in conjunction with the Australian distribution Siren Entertainment, as much later called Siren Visual. Now moving to the television side in the 2000s. Cartoon Network launched a huge successful network called Toonami in the United States, and that they wanted to expand the brand in other countries and attract new audiences. Not only it launched in the UK, it launched in Australia, Japan, Latin America, Asia, etc. Toonami's UK launched in September 2000, but unfortunately got cancelled in June of 2002. The reason for its cancellation was the need for more space to either replace or add new content to the network. It was then replaced by CNX, which aired from October 2002 to September 2003. For a duration at least 11 months, it was targeting young teenagers between ages 12 to 18. During that time, it aired Batman Beyond, Justice League, Samurai Jack, X-Men Evolution, and for anime would be DBZ, The Ocean Dub, Cowboy Bebop, and Outlaw Star. However, the channel shut down when the adult-focused evening programs were removed from the schedule and the channel became a 24-hour Toonami broadcast run, and they got aired a day after CNX shut down on the 8th of September 2003 to the final shutdown on the 24th of May 2007. In the new Toonami, they aired a variety of anime shows that got broadcast during that time, such as Pokemon, The Big O, Gundam Wing, Beyblade, Rave Master, Dragon Ball, Duel Masters, One Piece. Continuing from distribution in the 2010s, it will be the year of 2012 would be Anime Limited is a new British anime distribution company is founded at Glasgow, Scotland. The company releases both old and new titles throughout home releases and theatrical releases. From 2015 to 2018, Anime Limited served as the distributors for Funimation. However, in 2019, Funimation announced their acquisition of Manga UK. This acquisition allowed Manga Entertainment to secure more content for Manga Entertainment, while also giving them the freedom to able to pursue licenses outside of Funimation. However, 2 years later, in 2021, Funimation announced that Manga Entertainment would change their name as Funimation in the UK and Ireland on April 2021. This change aimed to unify the brands and create a strong presence for Funimation in these regions. And yet again, in 2022, the company underwent another change, this time to be Crunchyroll Ltd. It's pretty weird I never talk about this, but what's the future for anime in general anyway? Over the years since the late 90s, Anime has captured the hearts of fans and embraced the storyline and their artistic styles that anime offers, while in the early 90s marked the beginning of anime distribution. It was during the time that groundwork was laid for the widespread availability and popularity of anime that continues to this day, paving the way for future generations of anime fans to come. So that is it for the history of anime in the UK. I know it's pretty short, and remember to subscribe to the channel. Got some more topics I want to share with you all before heading to 2024. Comment, like, and subscribe. If you enjoy it, hit that notification bell if you want to know when I upload again. So that is it. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Stay safe, and peace.